Hi there. Let's chat about the invasion of the Data Snatchers, shall we? In a recent op-ed for the New York Times, Bill Keller lays out an interesting real scenario where a local editor legally obtains location information and proposes to publish it in the newspaper. One of the points Bill raises is that just because we can increasingly map location information, it may not be wise, it may be controversial even to do so. For example, when a newspaper mapped the names and addresses for 33,000 gun owners in 2 counties, thousands of protests came from gun owners and non-gun owners alike. We may protest the type of mapping like I've just described, but we're also acquiescing to sweeping erosion of our privacy in many areas of life, prompting Bill to say, when it comes to privacy, we are all hypocrites. What are the implications for the GIS community? In a book that Jill Clark and I wrote called The GIS Guide to Public Domain Data, and on this Spatial Reserves blog that we both maintain, we dive into issues of privacy. I first became aware of the dichotomy between personal information wariness and wanting to map that information while working for the U.S. Census Bureau years ago. People may not relish divulging their own information for the census, but appreciate government grants to their community stemming from census figures. How did you feel, for example, back in the 1990s when grocery chains began offering those plastic cards as a way to offer discounts? You knew they would track your purchases, and they did. But then consider the detailed data that you can obtain and map from consumer expenditure surveys based on that data. I think that what makes people nervous is not so much the publishing or mapping of data in aggregated form, but the fact that individual records are stored online and then potentially accessible to many. And nearly on a daily basis, we read about those records being hacked or somehow compromised. What is the solution? Certainly the continued improvement of cybersecurity. However, beyond the technology, it is my hope that through our work in the community and education, that we can cultivate a generation that is ethical about data and will seek to protect and secure that data. Thanks.